Today we're going to look at the basic components of the pneumatic valves, and as an example we have an A311 single temperature, single push button metering valve here. This valve comes, when it's ordered, mounted on a metal wall plate. It has mounting legs that it can be attached to the plate with and secured in place. It will come with a threaded braided connector on the end for connection to a 1/2-inch male pipe adapter from the supply piping. Basically it consists of major components: the check stop strainer unit, the flow-through valve module, an outlet fitting which contains a flow control fitting inside the outlet, and the push button assembly. The push button assembly, of course, is what operates the valve. These valves operate on a vacuum that's generated by the push button, which operates the valve operator, which is this top square portion of this valve. The push button creates a vacuum which is transmitted through this 1/8-inch polyethylene tubing to a port on the side of the valve. This is the timing port. The timing port is regulated by a small screw on the very top. In some cases, this fitting connects to the side of the valve with a compression nut with a built-in compression sleeve. It's over here on the tube. We don't use it on this valve configuration. And instead of having a timing adjustment on top of the valve, there's a gray knob on the side of the valve next to this port, the connection port, that actually can be turned with a thumb wheel and adjust the timing. That's basically the valve assembly. So in review, your major components are the push button operator, the flow-through valve module, and the check stop strainer assembly. The flow-through valve module is named such because water generally will flow through the check stop strainer into the valve, and because it's a flow-through design, we can put a connector in here and connect another module or another module, up to 3 or 4 modules on one supply line. Bottom of the flow control module, you will notice, has a small arrow in the middle here showing the flow direction. Flow will always come into the end of this T-shaped fitting and out on the branch of the T-shaped fitting. If you were to connect the outlet fitting to the flow-through end, when you turn the water on, water would flow continuously through it. This port is not controlled. This is the only controlled port on the valve module.
Hold on one second.
The valve assembly is called modular in nature because it's held together with special stainless steel C-shaped clips that are spring-loaded into the assembly, and the components joined together by the use of special square O-rings that make a very strong and tight seal. This allows you to turn your water off on the check stop, pull your clip and remove the valve module so you can service it in some other place where you're more comfortable outside of the pipe chase. This makes it very easy for maintenance to maintain valves, especially if they keep a few spare modules on hand, where they can just remove the old one, plug the new one in, and insert a clip, and they've got a good tight connection again. Now, if this is a replacement module they had on hand, they can take the one they removed and take it back to their shop and work on it and test it and keep it in reserve for the next maintenance need. Not only at the check stop and the valve module is there a connection like this, the end plug also has a similar connection which can be easily removed, and the plug can be put in the replacement module. The flow control fitting, whether it's an elbow for this single temperature valve or a T fitting for a hot and cold valve, it also comes apart, so you can disassemble this pretty easily for troubleshooting or maintenance or replacement if replacement is necessary. It's very quick, very easy, and if you're careful in the assembly, you want to be sure your clips fit in the slots and the clip snaps in place. There should be room for a small screwdriver when it's properly assembled. So basically that's it. It's very user-friendly, very maintenance-friendly valve.